Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel, Plum Figgy. This is Tammy. Okay. Alright, it's been a little while since I've been on YouTube. And it's been a little while since I've had some new journals. So, I have a whole crop of new journals. I've been busy working. Just haven't been busy talking, I guess. Alright, let's get started. So these are some new binding method style journals. The two wider ones have muslin tabs, and then the two narrower ones have a mint green, well, not mint green, I don't know what color of green it is. It's a really pretty soft green. It's actually a former t-shirt that I did a bleaching technique to, so you'll see a little bit of that in there. Oh, and we have a kitty cat. Okay, Sophie, you need to get down now. Come on. Go on. Okay, sorry about that. That's another reason why I haven't been around. My new cat learned that she likes being up here, and it's been very difficult to film videos. Alright, so let's go ahead and get started, and I'll do a quick flip through of these. And we'll start with this one, I guess. Alright, so really pretty sari silk closure. It is not attached. None of the closures are attached. They're just wrapped around. So if you don't want them, you don't need it. Honestly, they'll stay shut the way that they are without it. So did a patchwork of scrap papers in the background, and then on top of that I did a nice little I used some Tim Holtz people, some Tim Holtz flowers, and then this one is also a Tim Holtz butterfly. So the mixture of papers in the background is coffee and tea dyed papers, scrapbook papers. This is some decorative paper. This is old book page. So yeah, it's just a real mixture. And then on the other side of each of these, I've used writing papers. So like grid papers and line papers and what have you. This one has, they all have 6 pages, I guess. And they all have one signature of a junk journal. So this one's got a pocket, and then I've got another little collage card tucked inside there. I'll put that back in later. And then here we have the junk journal part. So each of the junk journals has a little charm. This one has a word charm. It's a Tim Holtz, and it says live. And then hanging from that, and I think I just messed it up, is I have, it's actually from an old necklace of mine that I've had for years and years. And then we have a nice, cute little bell, and then just some other little silver beads there. Some more Tim Holtz people here, and then this is a 3-dimensional, shoot, what is the brand? K & Company. This is from K & Company, just some floral die cuts that I have, and I've just not used them. So there's the cover of that one. Alright, let's do a quick flip through, and then as I said, all of these have the graph paper writing plain papers on the inside. Each of the signature junk journal, none of this part is going to be decorated, so these are all going to be naked, so they're ready for you to add your decorations and have fun with that. I didn't realize this is the only one I accidentally got it in upside down. I don't know. I have a feeling it probably won't matter to anyone. I mean, you're probably going to cover it up with something else anyway, so I just want to point that out. But we've got a nice mixture of, obviously, some matte paper. This is from an old magazine. This is from an old book. And, you know, tea-dyed papers. This is tea-dyed. This is another tea-dyed scrapbook paper. This is from a vintage book about the 1890s. We've got some book page in Danish. So, yep, some planner pages. So, just a real random mixture of book papers in here. This is from a planner type thing that I had, and I just never used. Another planner that I had that I never used. I have a lot of those, unfortunately. So there we have the junk journal portion, and I did decorate the back side of all of these as well. So we have another Tim Holtz image there, and then on the next page we have more Tim Holtz. This is from a magazine from the 1890s, and then just a little label there, and then there's more room for writing. Here we have a fabric pocket, and tucked inside we have it's just a little card from Prima. So that's tucked in there, and then the back page, so more writing space, and then there's your back page with another Tim Holtz person. And then I decided to make some of these into give them wings. So there's that one. Let's move on to the next wider one, and again we have a closure that's sari silk, but it's not attached. This one has a nice gentleman on the front with wings, and here you can see the binding. Alright, getting into this one, we have an envelope here, and then tucked into that we have another one of those cards from Prima. And that one is kind of a snug fit, but it works. Here is your junk journal for this one. We've got a couple little girls from Tim Holtz. A little saying, it says "this very moment." And then this is actually an Anna Griffin sticker of a flower. And here is the charm on this one. So we have a little word charm that says love, another one of those little bells, just a little spiral charm, and these are all, by the way, held on by sari silk. Okay, let's get into this one. We have a vintage book page, and it's actually a blank page, so lots of room for writing here. Copy dyed papers. This is a vintage children's book. The name of that book is called Little Bear. This is from that book about the Victorians. So, planner paper, scrapbook papers. Here's more from that children's book. So, as you can see, there's lots of room for writing in here. Plenty of space for you to add your own personal touches, and just really make it your own. Some more of this matte page. And the end. So there is the junk journal part of this one. Some more Tim Holtz flowers, some more Tim Holtz people. And this is actually from that magazine from 1890s. This one has a bingo card that I've decorated. And again, the back side has more space to write, and more space to write here. And then here's the back side of that journal. I just love how these turned out. They're just so unique, and there's just a lot of room for adding your own personal touches, and I just love that so much. So here is the sari silk for this one. This one is a cream color, and then it does have some very slight bit of decoration. Here you can see there's just some little decorations. I don't know what they're called. I'm sure they're called something. And then here, this one's just a little bit narrower. We have a little girl with some wings on the front cover here. And like I said, this one is, again, using the tabbed spine, and this is a really soft t-shirt material that's been washed many times and has that bleach treatment done to it. So inside this one we have a coffee dyed, no, this one's tea dyed index card, and then this is just a bit of packaging, but it was so cute. I just covered some words there with this little piece of Tim Holtz ephemera, and then the back side is blank. So it just tucks right in there. And obviously there's a lot of room here for you to add whatever else you might want to add. You can write back here. Here we have another page that's been collaged with another Tim Holtz lady, and it says, "The young woman was silent." And some more writing space there. And here we have our little junk journal, little charm up here. So hopefully you can see that. It's a sticker, and then I've added a little spiral charm to it, and that's held on with another piece of sari silk. And then obviously another collage, and then it says "Free to Fly." So opening it up, same as the others. Lots of different types of pages to write on. This one includes, these actually I think both include pages from there's a little book I had about love, and it's like poems and stuff. So and then this one also has pages from a Boy Scout manual I've found from like the 1950s. So really cool. Some more scrapbook paper. This is telling you how to become an Eagle Scout. Oh, and this one also has pages from a vintage cooking book. So again, some planner pages. This is actually from a book about being a decorating. That's the other side of that. From the Love book. Map. And there's the end of the junk journal. And then on the back side is a monarch butterfly on top of the scrap pieces. Again, we have another fabric pocket and another one of the Prima cards. And then these are just backed. They're not backed. These are just plain on the back. And then these do have, I don't know if these are watercolor paper, but they do have a texture to them. So maybe you could try putting watercolor on them and see what happens. And then here's your back page. So just a little rose, and then this was just an accident, but this head made it onto the back page of this. And this was from the book about the 1890s. This is actually from the 1890s from a magazine. So there's that one. And then let's get through this last one. Again, we have another sari silk closure. This one is kind of a purple tone, like a light lavender with a paisley design on it. The cover of this one has, again, Tim Holtz little die cuts. That's the word I was looking for. Some Anna Griffin. This is flocked, so it's got a nice feel to it. This is from a really old book about Euclid's Elements. It's a really old textbook, but it was only like that big. Super small. Some scrapbook paper, and again, this one's using that light green color binding. More writing space. Another bingo card here. I love this little guy. He's so cute. Oh, I got a little bit of glue there. Got that off there. Okay. I couldn't never figure out what to do with him, and then I had this rose, and I thought, oh, that's kind of cool. Let's just lean him up against the rose. Some more writing space here, and here is your junk journal. Got a pretty butterfly, and then this sweet little girl here, and then it says beautiful day down here. And the charm on this one is a copper tree hanging from, this was a clasp or part of a clasp, and it's got some like writing on it. Another one of those little bells and some more little beads, and hanging from a silver bead, I guess, and then silk hanging onto that. So, oh, and I did put these on eyelets so that they're more secure, just to let you know that. So let's go ahead and flip through this one. Again, we've got the back page. It is ready for writing. This one is right side up. It's from a book about roses. Another from the Boy Scout Handbook. This is from a really old book with poems in it, and it's got beautiful images and stuff. So you may not have the entire poem every time. I don't know. I didn't pay that close of attention, but you could. So that's kind of fun. Another page from that, how to decorate. So really eclectic pages here. This has been tea dyed. Another book page from the Danish book, children's book. It's from that book of poems, and this one's about a circus parade. So, yeah, just really fun papers to use as you journal. Be a great art journal. This one in the spine, I did use a piece. It was a napkin, and then this was, I guess, crocheted. So I did keep that as part of the spine. It did take up some of your writing space, but I figured, I mean, it's gorgeous, so it's okay. It's allowed. On the back side of that, we have another Tim Holtz a little piece of ephemera, and then on the other page we have, again, from the 1896 magazine, a page or a little piece from that, Tim Holtz person and butterfly there. More writing space, and then this one has a pocket here that is vellum. And then tucked inside that, well, let me show you this first. It does have a design up here on the top. So you may or may not want to keep this in there. I don't know. But this is another one of those Prima cards. And I'll tuck that back in later. And the back page. So on the back page we have some Tim Holtz daisies. Again on the collaged background. So let me show you quickly how I have been closing these. So just keep about a hand's width of extra, wrap it around twice, and then it's super easy to make yourself a little bow wherever you want it to be. So there you go, and then obviously you gotta make it pretty. All right, guys, I will have these up in my Etsy shop, and a link to each of them in the description box below if you are interested. And I hope that you are all doing very well and managing in this challenging time that we're all in. So yeah, I'm doing well as well. Just trying to stay real busy. I guess my MO. I can't not be busy. But anyway, these are available in my Etsy shop, and I will see you all very soon. Bye.